All right, the game is underway. We are watching Panic taking on Eminence. They are the BC women's teams. We have Panic coming in the third spot and Eminence coming in the fourth spot.
Little hometown rivalry here. The all-BC matchup with Nationals being here in Richmond, British Columbia.
At the lovely Olympic Oval. I'm Kendall Stelmack, once again joined by Austin Coombs. Thank you for being on the stream with me.
Yeah, it's a nice little break from reffing here.
Absolutely. We've been seeing you on the stream all day today, but mostly for the reffing ability. But we also love to hear your voice.
An interesting game here. We've got Panic coming in with a 1-2 record, looking to get back to 500. And Eminence 2-1. Even though they're the BC 4 here, they've got a game up in hand over Panic. They're going to be looking to extend that lead. I can see their pool's quite competitive with a number of teams at 3-1. So if they really want to win this game to keep pace with everyone else in their pool, because those playoff seedings should already be coming to mind for some of these teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are getting into crunch time the closer we are getting towards the end of the day here. I think we only have 3 more matches that we're going to see on stream, and then we're right back here early tomorrow morning. 3 players coming up now from the side of Panic, ready to take that shot at Eminence. Unfortunately, nothing connects. That's going to give ball control back to the side of Eminence right now. Sending 2 over. Looks like they were up, taking that jump. That was number 19 on the side of Panic. That was Jane Yim. Oh, pardon me, 18. I wasn't able to see the jersey number.
Yeah,
that was Jessica Allen.
Jessica Allen. It's an interesting group here, Panic. Panic's got a little bit of Team Canada experience throughout their roster, with Allen and Vanderdijken both having Team Canada experience, I know. And so that experience, we'll see if that comes into play, even though right now they are down 1 athlete.
Was not expecting that one. That was number 33 on Panic. Errol getting eliminated, trying to get out of the way. Yin was in front of her. So that did end up with an elimination. Going for that block there, that throw off of Yim takes out that player from Eminence. 2 players left now for Panic, ready to take that shot. And it goes a little wide, no eliminations made. 3-2 now. It is control over to the side of Eminence, shot clock being counted down, and Yim gets an elimination on the bangs, I believe.
Yeah, just beats the block there, gets the ball around that. That's a tough block there to be beat on, having 2 balls in hand, but Eminence is putting the pressure on. Again, they want to stay caught up with those teams at 3-1 in their pool. But Vanderdijken here's not by any means an easy out. So this last athlete left on the court is going to be a tough one to get out.
Yeah, they are going to make Eminence work for it. Nice shot over there at the wing on the Eminence side. I believe that is number
14, Hannah Jarvis.
Thank you.
One of the captains.
I can see the numbers on the front of the jersey. It's just a little bit harder. I think I need new glasses.
Need that 20/20 vision just to be able to see them up from our commentary booth here.
Yeah, I think I need a new prescription, so I do apologize. Ooh, double tap there. First on the block, second on the elimination.
Yeah, that's a great throw by Sandra Lynn right there to find those toes. Again,
especially that staggered shot there from the Eminence side. Absolutely well done strategically for them.
Again, this was the BC Provincials bronze medal game with Panic taking
Ooh,
it. So Eminence is probably looking for some revenge here. Wasn't that long ago. They'll have remembered the results of that game. And I know BC's been running a little internal league leading up to nationals to get themselves prepped. So this is probably 2 teams very familiar with each other.
Looks like that second elimination there from the Panic side. That was soon. Number 4 for Panic. We see the play call being made now by Wong. Going over to the Eminence side. Eminence still with only 5 players on court, so it's a 5v5 situation right now.
2 balls come in, and they take out number 19 on Panic. That'd be Jane Yim. Oh, and a snag. Number 21. Wong has the mitts open, Brings that one in. That's going to be a big swing. Now Panic's up 5-3 on Athletes here. Has the ball advantage.
Shot clock being counted down now, sending the 2 over. Only Wong is the only one that throws.
Again, Panic, shockingly enough, no panic in their game right now. Playing it nice and slow. Playing to their player advantage here, letting one ball go at a time. And they're comfortable playing this patiently. They're only down 1 point, still early in the first half.
Oh, it's only the second set right now.
Yeah.
Lots of time, again, playing it very paced. They've probably been at it all day as well, too, so they want to conserve that energy because they want to cinch some of those playoff spots tomorrow.
It's an interesting philosophy right now. I've talked to a couple of the top teams of the tournament, and just the idea of running score as quick as you can versus just focusing on the win has been a really important discussion just based on what the tiebreaks are going to be. So we see number 21 on Panic there, taken out of the game. That's going to be Wong. So yeah, Panic currently not playing with speed, but some teams would argue that pace is so important on the round robin just to get a good playoff seed. But
Definitely
again, we'll find out closer to playoffs who's right about that.
Yeah, they're definitely playing with precision. They are managing to keep that ball control, and they do have a higher percentage of players on the court overall the last 2 sets.
Yeah, and Jess Allen there with a great shot down the line with the pre-counter, whittling down Eminence.
And there is another shot from Eminence, and that's Ronquillo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. With an elimination from the Eminence side. Eminence managing to block and get out of the way on that one. Is going to bring 4 balls back over to the Eminence side. They are going to have that burn to throw. Play call being made, and it looks like they are going to go for the wing there. A little bit wide. Does manage to stay in.
The thing I'm really liking about Panic here right now, defensively, they're playing on that bright green line. I know the women's team I coach, Rogue, we lined out more times than I can count, but Panic's playing really aggressively. They're not playing right at the line. They're not risking those line faults, and it's working really well for them. They still have lots of room to dodge.
A big block up, but unfortunately it goes back over to the side of Eminence. There was an elimination, so we only have 1 Eminence player left, and she goes for the catch.
Great catch there by number 24. That's going to be the captain, Nguyen there. Calm, cool, collected, gets that ball, and does another. Oh, the ref is going to call that.
I think they're going to discuss that one real quick because it did look like she got control of it. She did lose it, but they are going to determine if the catch is going to be valid.
It's a tricky rule here because you need possession and 2 points of contact. And standing in the court, you have the 2 points of contact. Now the question is, was possession established long enough?
See, the length of the possession, I believe that's the one that they are going to question. And
Runs also down hurt here, so they're going to take time here to check. Looks like possibly some cramping, which again, with a long day like this, I know both you and I are not doing the hottest here either. And we're not the ones out on the court, so.
We are, I think that it's a lot of standing, not a lot of mobility, so I think a lot of players have one up on us for that one, but you are moving back and forth on the court, so you're still one-upping me on that on that line there. So they are going to do a substitution, and it looks like they are going to say that the catch does count because Panic is down to 1. Eminence stays with 2 players, but they are doing a substitution for injury.
So
well played by the refs. And Soon not able to see that one. That second shot taking her out right in the knee.
Great timing on those balls. One ball in, force the dodge. Second ball in, accurate. That's a 2-0 lead here early for Eminence. Again, they want revenge for that bronze medal game at the BC Provincial Championships.
And there's the whistle. They are going to go into that third set now. Huge hit off of that opening rush, and it looks like he is calling it safe, though. He is making sure that they know that they have burden.
Say both teams bringing in some new athletes that hadn't been in the game yet, but unfortunately, Eminence, Jill Keller, taken out quickly. Former Winnipeg player. I know
we miss her.
Yeah, both these teams represent former Manitoba teams from last national cycle. Well, that's a big shot on Fenwick there.
Was not expecting that one. Lost the footing a little bit. But great attitude coming off the court. Lots of a lot of fives. They weren't very high, but they were fives.
Oh.
Reaching for that catch there a little bit too soon. That's going to take out the player from the Eminence side now. Panic, I think, is going to be playing a little bit more of an aggressive game, but they are going to try and stay stable. I think ball control is going to be their biggest thing right now.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of two-ball plays being played right now. Most teams are just playing comfortable switching from 4 balls back down to 2 balls. But we see 1 ball coming out there from Panic. They want to hold on to a 3-ball defense here, possibly run a counter system that they have, or just play it nice and slow.
Mm-hmm.
There's the counters coming in. Lots of carnage in there.
Ooh.
Panic loses
all of their balls.
Yeah, Jessica Allen is out.
Oh,
for
no,
Panic,
they do have 1 ball on the side. It looks like it went over the net, so the retriever is grabbing it.
Eminence, though, loses 2 in that trade. So, though Panic loses the ball control there, I'd say it's a net win for them being up a player. They do lose their right guard, Jess Allen, though, which is unfortunate. But a lot of players can slide in there and get the job done.
Wong gets out of the way off of that one. Manages to grab that ball, making that play call. A little up and over wide on that shot from the wing on the Eminence player. That's still going to be 4 balls in hand for Eminence. So they are going to have that burden. Ref counts down the shot clock again. They were going for Wong.
Oh, Jarvis
Big
takes a shot,
catch.
but it's caught. It's going to leave Lee left for Eminence here. A lot of work to do here on the 1v4. Stays alive in the first flurry.
So that was Judy Soon getting that huge catch there, turning point for the Panic team.
Sounds like the half's about to end here. Yeah, and that's going to bring us to sudden death here.
We are going to go into no blocking right now. It looks like it's going to be a 1v4 situation.
Again, Eminence being up 2-0, they're fine to just take this straight to no block.
I definitely think Panic will take this round.
Yeah, Eminence is going to need to get some early hits here. Play patient. That's the big thing when you get into no block. Most people just want to get into just wild volleys of throws. Playing patiently works here. It's a really good strategy, especially when, again, you only have 1 person here. You want to conserve some energy so you're not burnt out for the second half. There's the catch. That's what Eminence is looking for. That's going to bring Keller back on.
Catch and a hit on that one. Still have 3 players on the side of Panic, though, and it's just Keller left for Eminence.
I'd say the big thing for Keller here is
going for Yoon. Yoon gets eliminated. Going for Soon. Soon managing to stay in. It is Fenwick and Soon.
Big thing for Keller here, she's a great catcher. So
yeah, she dropped the ball. She is looking to get that catch.
Oh, right there. She wanted that one. She really wanted that one.
Right on the tip of the finger. She wasn't able to close it in time. I think she closed a little bit too soon. So we are going to see that first point now on the board for Panic. And the teams are going to switch sides going into this second half. I like how Eminence has the matching hair bows as well.
Yes. Excellent touch.
The on theme for the team. Absolutely love it when they do that.
This is both teams' first appearance at nationals with these names, at least. Obviously, Dodgeball always constantly switching who you're playing with, who you're hanging out with. Both these teams getting to represent their new brands here at nationals for the first time, which is really, really cool. Big thing I love about coming to nationals, all the new jerseys every single year, and just seeing them. So you got the 90s throwback with Panic here, and what I'm going to call is the bit of Twilight vibes with Eminence. I feel like there's definitely a vampire hidden somewhere in those trees. But we're into the second half here. Now Jarvis with a big rip.
I am so telling them you said that. All right, so we do see Eminence. They still have their full lineup of 6. They did change who the wings were, managing to get down nice and low. Great aggression from number 10 there on the Eminence side, Lynn. Ready to take that counter shot. Absolutely no regrets. We see Jarvis now making that play call, going over, and a huge catch on the Panic side. Just the look on her face like, you got to be kidding me. Ooh. And Jarvis was not expecting that one.
I always feel better when they make that nice sound. Feel really confident about the way you're throwing when you hear them bounce off.
Ooh, looks like Fenwick was going to go for a catch there. Unfortunately, does not connect. That's going to take another player down now for the side of Panic.
Interesting on the strategy there. Panic deciding to run the balls instead of the traditional balls in 1 and 6, in 2 and 5. I know something that Team Canada mixed at the 2022 Worlds did quite a bit to great success.
Getting down nice and low, out of the way, avoiding that shot from Barry. That was the wing on the Panic side, so they're going to keep their 5 players, so they are going to have that burden compared to the 3 from Eminence. Keller being eliminated off of that shot from Panic. Just the 2 players left now for Eminence.
You can see Panic there, just using those 2-ball plays to great success. 1 ball for the block, 1 ball to beat the block. It's really good strategy here.
Ooh, Barry did not see that one coming. Beautiful counter shot from, I believe, number 14 on the Panic side. The wing player.
Oh! Benedict
So
gets that
close.
ball. Almost is squeezed in by Eminence, but unfortunately just keeps battling or bouncing around.
That was number 11, Ronquillo, on the Panic team, who was able to get that shot. All right, so they are getting ready to line it up again now. And there's that whistle. So we are in a 2v2 situation right now. Eminence starting to make their comeback against Panic in the second half here. Not a lot of sets, though. Very evenly paced.
Neither team wants to pick up the pace here at times.
Yeah, absolutely.
They wanna both seem to play it very, very slow. Take very deliberate shots at one another.
Ooh, looks like Jarvis wasn't 100% sure about that. Confirms that it was a block. And we now see the ref counting down the shot clock for Eminence, ready to take that shot, and it does connect with that player from Panic. We are down to a 5v5 situation. Barry getting eliminated. Cross-court shot from Keller there. Doesn't connect with the wing on the Panic side, though, but Keller, great strategy for taking that shot.
Ball's
Big
up.
block up.
Jarvis.
Team catch for Jarvis.
Tough
She
second.
does get the catch, but she ends up getting hit, so that is going to bring someone back on for the Eminence side. Absolutely well done.
Thought she
Great
was going to get that ball out in front of her for a second, get the block to follow that up.
Almost, yeah. Whew, nice pancake shot there. Getting down, but not quite low enough.
And that's a big target out there from the Panic side. Benedict very hard to hit. Oh,
nice.
Keller, early shot, dropped by Fenwick there. Again, those early's playing advantage here to Eminence now, and
that was Fenwick being eliminated from that shot off of Eminence. Keller taking the shot right at the player on the Panic side on the wing, number 13. That is Stephanie Del Rosario. Almost looked like Keller stepped over the back line there, but they were able to bring their heel up over. Don't think they were expecting that one, but they managed to stay in, play that wing position. Ref counting down the shot clock now. Eminence with 3 players still left on the court. Ooh, looks like she was going to go for a catch. Unfortunately, doesn't quite make it, and that was Judy Soon from Panic. So we have just the 1 player left for the Panic team now.
looks like that's Erout. I apologize for butchering your name, but number 33 here, Panic is letting it rip. Great block by Lee, though. Three balls in. She's able to dodge all of them.
Getting down nice and low, sending a slide over, coming up to the line, taking that cross-court shot. They rush up back to the line to counter it, but they decide to reset. They've got 2 balls. They're just waiting for that 3rd one to be sent over so they can get Burden. Oh, but she decides to take that shot anyways, and Erote blocks it.
You can see Eminence here now starting to play with a little bit of pace. They want to get this kill shot in and get the next set started. They don't want to play this nice and slow. There it is. There's a catch by Keller.
There's what you were talking about earlier.
That's one of her greatest specialties. She's just a really hard person to throw at because everything that goes near her, she's just going to vacuum on in.
And a catch while in that kneeling position as well. Absolutely well done. All right, so that is going to be 3-2 now. Eminence in the lead. See, now I can't unsee the Twilight imagery from the jerseys.
Telling you, there's a vampire and a wolf somewhere in there.
Honestly, it just makes me think of the beautiful BC forest. So
yeah.
It's so much tall green compared to the flat green we have back in Manitoba.
Exactly. It's this is a great venue, I will admit. I have seen many pictures of the Richmond Olympic Oval. This is a gorgeous place to be playing dodgeball.
I almost don't want to leave. Ooh, number 55, Barry, trying to go for a catch off of that second ball that hit her. She did get eliminated off that first one, but it wasn't dead yet, so she thought she could grab that catch. Unfortunately, there was no connection made, so Panic does keep all 6 players on the court.
The interesting part here for Panic will be, will they try to speed the game up? Like we've been talking about, this game's been played very, very slow. And there's a shot there on number 4 on Judy Soon.
For the Panic side?
And again, Panic doesn't need to rush. They're only down 1. However, time is running out, and they would probably like a win rather than a tie.
Mm-hmm. We are still, it's only a 3-2 situation right now, and we are in the second half. So with how long some of these sets being played are, I do think Panic might want to start accelerating just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But they want to accelerate, get the lead, and then be able to run that clock. But Eminence is just putting up a wall of defense.
And these women are hard to hit. It seems like a simple game when we play dodgeball, but you get
It's
good
not.
athletes in with good dodging skills, and it's hard to do.
And again, these are athletes that have, they spend a lot of time training. They work out with their team. They have practices. They have scrimmages. But there is accessible for everyone on the recreational level. You've never played dodgeball. You played it in elementary school. You've seen that movie that we dare not name. But if you're interested, it's a very accessible sport for a lot of people.
The big thing here I'm noticing strategy-wise, Eminence is not pushing this line in any form for a counter. Mm-hmm. They know that time is their friend.
And that's a double.
2 out for the price of 1. That is exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of this Eminence team.
I believe that was Soon and Erote being taken out from the Panic side. So we still have 3 players left, but Eminence, again, that huge wall. Yeah, maybe that's why they have the trees on their jerseys, because they are just an impenetrable
forest.
Yeah.
There, now we're seeing some, we are seeing some insane, that's the first time we've seen a flurry of shots, and it turns out with Keller getting the catch, which is a big swing, it goes from a 5-on-3 to a 2-on-6. Mm-hmm. Again, Panic.
Panic was not expecting that one, rolling off the court now.
You see, because again, Panic wants to reach for that catch there. They've got a lot to deal with.
Big pop up by off of that hit up from Barry, trying to get that team catch. Unfortunately, number 13 from Eminence, Mattia gets eliminated as well.
If there's someone I think on the Panic side that can turn this, it's probably Vanderdijken here. Again, with that Team Canada experience, bronze medalist last year at Nationals. There's a great shot from her.
Ooh, Vanderdijken's managing to avoid that cross-court snipe off of Keller there, taking it down to a 3v1 situation. Vanderdijken, she has got that staying power. She knows how to use the court to her advantage.
And what I want to see from Eminence is I don't want to see them rush this. They need to play this slow like they've played the whole set. Play to their strengths. Mm-hmm. Because you can see that now, Vanderdijken really wants to push the pace here. Defense first. That's how they've got here, right? Play to your strengths. Don't play your opponent's game.
No one wants to take that hero shot.
And 4 balls here. Send 2, 3 even.
And that is a hit. She is confirming it. Again, the discipline. I was searching for that word, but the discipline coming off the Eminence side, absolutely masterful to watch with how they have been running the clock on this one. And looks like Panic is calling a timeout right now. I mean, this would be the point in the game where they're able to do it. Eminence, they're celebrating. It is a 4-2 lead for the Eminence side. So I think Eminence just having a moment, discussing it amongst themselves. Panic really needing to revisit their strategy. I think they know what they need to look for. They know what they need to do. I think they need to pull up the pace just a little bit. They need to break that line on the Eminence side. Like, I think they really need to start getting into their heads with some aggressive plays and really break up that placement of the Eminence line.
The big thing here for Panic is it's only 1:09 left. That's all that's left on the game clock. Panic needs to win this set before it goes to sudden death, or to no block, sorry. And that's going to be key for them if they want to win this game. Eminence, your entire job is to kill 1 minute and 9 seconds. Your opponent is no longer your opponent. The time is your opponent. And you can see that. There is no pitch. There's just get the balls, get back, play safe.
That's so poetic. Time is your opponent. Love it. Thank you so much. We do have a confirmation on the time. Less than a minute left.
Yeah, Eminence playing defensive but taking out early. And even when they step to the line just because they have burden, the shots are going to come early. They need to know that. And I know that they will be talking about that as a team. And there's a catch from Barry. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Mm-hmm. So you see Barry making that play call. Looks like it's going to be, I think that was a hold. She had the fist up.
Yeah. Telling the rest of the team to hold because she was going to be the one that was throwing.
Oh.
But again, you can see these earlies are coming out from Panic now. Eminence playing until late into the shot clock.
Ooh, nice snipe there on Vanderdyken.
And Eminence playing 2 players up here. All they have to do is kill time as opposed to kill their opponent, and they will be moving to 3-1.
Yeah, Eminence is going to run the clock on that one. Ooh, I don't think Barry was expecting that one with the ball in hand, not able to get control of it. Another big block up, but there is the clock. So it's going to take it down to 4 versus 3. So Eminence with a 1-player advantage right now as they redistribute the balls as we go into that no blocking for the end of the second half.
Yeah, this is where it's going to be very, very important for Eminence for their point differential. Like, at this point, the game is set up on the winner and the loser. Point differential is going to be so important come tomorrow on your playoff seeding. The top 4 teams are receiving a bye. And if you can play one less 40-minute game and save your arm, that's just great news. I mean, it's a great snag there. Unexpected there, one. That's from Lee, number 10 on Eminence. Lynn, my mistake. Lynn with a great snag on that right corner position.
We still see a rope, I believe, on the Panic side. Nope.
Ooh.
Del Rosario, pardon me. And then the other player on the
Looks
side
like you
of
wrote
Panic.
Del Rosario are the 2 left on Panic. 2 balls on your rope. That's going to leave 4v1. And some great catchers here on the Eminence side. It's going to be dangerous for Del Rosario to throw this ball at anyone.
It is still a 4v2 situation right now. Nope, sorry, it is a 4v1.
Yes.
We missed that elimination as we were counting the players. We see Barry making that call. Looks like it is going to be a 2-on-1 throw. Barry coming up to get that counter. Burden is going to be on the side of Panic now. 4 balls in hand. 2 are just kind of lofting in the court. Now 5 balls, actually. There's 1 back there by the neon green line. Barry sending it over, just managing to barely get out of the way for Del Rosario, but she stays in. Manages to pick up that ball from the green line there. That's going to work to her advantage. Sending it over from that almost back line. Again, sending it over, but getting down nice and low, managing to grab that ball right by the attack line.
See if they send them all.
Lee making that play call.
There it is.
And yep, there it was. Also managing to step out at the same time too. So even if they were avoiding it, you know, there was that line out. So Eminence is going to take this one 5-2.
That's a big revenge game, like we mentioned earlier, for that bronze medal game at BC Provincials. And looking ahead at the standings, that's going to be a massive win for Eminence here. Actually, it looks like, as the standings were just updated in between here, looks like that might move Eminence now to 4-1. They're playing some really good dodgeball. Panic is going to move to 1-3-1. And that looks like that's kind of like the break in this this women's group A with the top 5, Eminence being in that top 5 there. And Panic's really going to have to fight for that last playoff spot. They're going to need some things to break their way tomorrow and get some wins, because right now looks like they're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I think you know, they're going to take the night. They're going to watch some of these games to rediscuss some strategy. But speaking of games that are still yet to be played, we are going to see Spitfire from Quebec taking on Mavericks out of Ontario, and we all know who the Mavericks are. So that will be coming up next here on court number 2.
Defending national champs. They the reputation precedes them here.
That's the best way to describe it. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Mr. Coombs. And hopefully we will see you later on the stream.
You will see me on the stream.
Yes,
physically.
We will see you reffing on the stream. So good luck. Good, thank you.